Well, here we go. It's time. 16 Streetbeefs fights, and the biggest celebration in history is about to go down. What will be said as we celebrate 16-0 in 2020? Next on Demon Monsoon Live. Tonight, the Demon Monsoon Live universe celebrates the record-setting 16 Streetbeefs victories. Baby! Welcome around the world to Demon Monsoon Live, right here on the Demon Monsoon Live Warrior YouTube channel. Of course, I'm your host, Jeffrey, the Demon Monsoon Mysick, and we are coming to you from inside the cage here at Neutral Corner Boxing Gym in the Mecca of Winchester, Virginia. It feels so good. It's a night of celebration, as tonight we celebrate 2020. Now I know 2020 has been a horrible, rough, crazy, wild year for all of us. But tonight we are looking back, and you, the Demon Monsoon Live universe, have voted on the greatest fight of the last 16 of 2020. We're going to reveal that shortly. And some folks wanted to talk about what was their favorite fight. So after this video, a very special, amazing video presentation of my friends and a very special message from a coach. Get ready for that. But let's talk about it. What happened in those 16? What were my thoughts? What's going on? How did it all start? Well, we got to go back to January 4th, where it was me and Peasy, and me and Peasy danced the dance twice. We did it in January, we did it in February, an epic rematch. Then after that, we hit old March, and there was Simple Joe. Very tall dude, we went at it. It was for the birthday celebration. And then came April 4th, a day that will live in infamy. In this very cage, Monkey Man and I went at it, and in my first knockout since October of 2019, I scored a knockout. Also, my buddies, Danny Shaw was cornering me along with Ricky Shaw, his brother. Then came the grudge match of the century, where the Demon Mask was introduced, and that was me versus Zach Hardman. We then went down to the mixer the following week, where I fought Bulldog and Rock, and I brought home this belt. This has been with me since May 6th. I want to say thank you to Scarface for this. This is... Then, what happened? After May, on the eve of Full Circle, on the eve of Colorado, Super Beast and I went at it in a titanic battle of the ages. We came back, Beard City Bandit and I danced the dance. Scrappy and I fought in July. Leprechaun and I danced the dance in August. And then came our Autism Awareness Celebration against Berserker in one of the classiest, greatest fights. I gotta say, it was an awesome fight. Then, the once-in-a-lifetime event, Killer Kyle, Demon Monsoon. We brought the roof down on Streetbeefs in one of the greatest fights of my personal career, and it rocked and rolled. We had the rematch with Beer City Bandit, and also in October for Dad. The director and I made a film, and that came in November. Great fight to them. And then 12-12. The dude I fought was 50 pounds bigger. The stakes were huge. This dude came out swinging. We went to war, and Real Life and I went toe-to-toe. So now the question is asked. What are my top 5? Well, let me first say to everybody I fought this year, thank you for getting in the cage with me. Thank you for sharing the experience. There's nothing like fighting for me that brings me joy. And to everybody who came into the cage with me, from Threat to Savage, my roommate, to Corey D, to the guy who does my intros, Daniel Shaw, thank you. And Demon Boys Jr., hats off to you. Here are my top 5 fights. My picks out of all 16 that are my favorite ones. Number 5, it's a 2-way dance. It's a 3-way dance. Super Beast, the Bulldog, and the Rock. Why? 1, Super Beast, it was an emotional fight because it was my dad's birthday. And the other 2 because it was the mixer. Number 4, real life. Yes, my friend. My last fight, because of the size, the power, it was epic. 3rd, the once-in-a-lifetime event. Killer Kyle and I, we lived up to it, and it was just beyond epic. Number 2, Berserker. That guy was huge. We were here for autism awareness. We danced this dance. And the number 1 fight that I picked out of all 16, Zach Hardman versus yours truly, where we introduced the mask. Now, I asked the fans to vote on their pick, and they have selected the fight, the once-in-a-lifetime Killer Kyle versus Demon Monsoon. That was their pick. So what's yours? Comment below at the end of this video. But coming up, before I go any further, 2021, we're going to pick up where we left off, and we're going to be fighting at Streetbeefs January 2nd. It's going to be awesome. Savage is going to probably be fighting. We're all going to be fighting. It's going to be freaking epic. The next show that we're going to air is a surprise, our end of the year special, a 4-part event. Check that out. But I want to say to Christopher Wilmore, to Sunshine, and to my coaches, Danny Shaw, Corey Willash, Omar, Esmond, Nathan, Demon Boy Jr., Sunshine, my mom, everybody who makes this happen, thank you. 2020's done. 16-0, baby, in 2020. All I can say is I'm humble and I'm very grateful. Coming up, what do some people think was the toughest fight or the greatest fight, and why? You're going to hear from Full Throttle, a Wolverine, the Demon Boys, and a very special guest who has been there for all 16. But for now, on behalf of all of us, I want to wish you all a very happy Hanukkah, very Merry Christmas, and may 2020 be great. See you all real soon. Enjoy. Later! Yo, Demon Boys Jr., what fight is your favorite fights of the 16 that Demon Monsoon did in 2020 at Streetbeefs?
My favorite fight is against Killer Kyle.
Why?
Best fight. Why?
Miles?
The Zach Hardman fight.
Why?
Because he's taller than him, he had more experience, and he had all the advantages on him and still pulled it off.
All right. Wyatt, Caden, what about you guys? Why? All right, thanks, boys. Let's get to work. Yo, guys, I got my man Bullet and Louise, newest member of USA Boxing. Hey, guys, you've seen all Demon Monsoon's fights in 2020. What was your favorite and why?
Killer Kyle.
Went with Killer Kyle.
Why?
First off, Killer Kyle did give Jeff some good opposition. For sure.
Killer Kyle, he did good. He worked, but he didn't work as hard as Demon Monsoon. Demon Monsoon is the best coach that we have around here. So if anybody, for any reason, ever think that because he's an autistic person, we take it easy on him or we make it easy him, you guys are on the complete wrong. And Jake Paul, if you ever see this video, you suck, and we want to put you against Demon Monsoon because you suck and swallow.
Heck yeah! Hey, Abuero, Streetbeefs legend. Out of all 16 of Demon Monsoon's fights in 2020, what was your favorite one?
My favorite fight was You versus Killer Kyle.
Why?
Leading up to the fight, I was nervous that Killer Kyle might land a big shot and knock you out, but you guys fought toe to toe, and your pressure prevailed.
Thanks, man. Yo, my brother, Bad News. What's up, buddy? Out of the 16 fights of 2020 on Streetbeefs, what was your favorite one of Demon Monsoon's and why?
I brought this selection down to 2 favorite fights. I thought Killer Cow fight was definitely a classic, but I had to go with Demon Monsoon versus Streetbeefs. That fight was an awesome fight. Demon Monsoon straight out the gates, non-stop action, didn't take many punches, straightforward the whole round. That's how you do it, baby. That's a good fight right there.
And thank you, Bad News. Bad News in the house. Yo, it's my homie Savage, aka my roommate. Yo, Savage. Demon Monsoon celebrating the 16 fights of 2020. What was your favorite one out of all of the 16 at Streetbeefs?
Well, my favorite one, I mean, hell, all of them, you know. It's like I go in there, put in work, you always come straight forward. But my favorite one, it has to be this last one against Real Life, I believe. Reason being is, like Corey said, you gave up 50 pounds. You took big shots in the first round. That really didn't stop you after the first round. You just kept coming forward like you always do, kept, you know, pushing the pace. I feel like it was a very tough opponent for you, very good opponent for you. You know, better yourself for a long run.
And isn't it true, word on the street, you and I spar almost every Sunday?
Every Sunday, we get that work in.
Hell yeah. Thanks, man. Yo, Full Throttle, you've been at all the Streetbeefs events with Demon Monsoon. Out of the 16 in 2020, what was your favorite and why?
Demon Monsoon, I'm always hyped for Demon Monsoon. You know, when he's in the cage, you know, I'm one of the most verbal ones out there, other than Coach Bang Time, I like to think. He got a full support behind him. Obviously, Full Throttle, always Full Throttle for the victory. I ain't got just one fight for Monsoon. I mean, man, I see progression in every fight. He listens to his coaches. He's in the gym almost, I mean, obviously every day, opening the gym up. Working with the youngsters in there, such a role model, such a figure for the gym at Neutral Corner and Streetbeefs. We're really blessed to have him. Again, I can't really pick out one fight in particular, but man, all of them's been bangers. He comes out there with heart. 16 wins in 1 year. That's a record, I'd say. One that I don't think anyone's going to be able to touch. And going into 2021, I'd say he's probably on pace to beat his own record. So I'm going to try a little bit to keep up with him, but until then, it's always Demon Monsoon for the victory.
All right, we can't talk about Streetbeefs without Miss Ashley, who does all the live feeds for Demon Boys. So Ashley, out of the 16 epic fights of Demon Monsoon's run in 2020, what was your favorite and why?
Second peasy fight, and without getting too much into detail, only because I know a lot of the background info that happened with the whole ordeal. I'm not a big fan of him, as well as a lot of people that I know. But that fight was epic because of the fact of all of that information in the background and all of the crap talking happening, and the fact that Jeffrey just went in there, took over, and whipped that little piece of butt. So that was my favorite.
Nice. Hey, Wolverine, you've been there for all 16 of Demon Monsoon's fights in 2020. What was your favorite one and why?
Man, there's so many. Good Lord, I mean, not only Streetbeefs fights, but amateur fights too. You fought quite a few. I'd have to say, you know what they say, you're only as good as your last fight. So I had to go with the last one, Real Life. It's a tough opponent. You gave up 50 pounds. He had good experience. Gave Space Monkey some good work. Fought strong. I'd have to say that was my favorite Streetbeefs fight. My favorite amateur fight was when you fought the guy out of the Pennsylvania gym. What was his name?
Shadow Black.
There you go. Yeah. We tried to actually line that up again, man. That was a great win. But yeah, man, big stuff, man. 2020, it wasn't the best of years for us as a society, but nonetheless, it was a great year for Demon Monsoon getting it in Streetbeefs. So, you know, I'm always holding it down for Streetbeefs. You know what we do here at Neutral Corner, Demon Boys, home of Demon Boys. Holler at you, man. I'm always getting in work. That's what I do.
Thanks, Wolverine. It's I, Demon Monsoon, with the man who has been with me through every one of the Streetbeefs fights and 2 amateurs and the Tough Man. But we are celebrating the 16 record-breaking victories of 2020. And I gotta ask him, the man who's been here for it all, Coach D, Bang Time, what is your favorite one out of the 16 in 2020?
I like them all, but I gotta say the one where we introduced the Devil's Mask. We called Zach. That was good. Zach Hardman. That was a good fight, man. He was coming. He thought he was coming to fight. He was coming to get his butt whooped. He's a big boy. How much did he outweigh you?
About 10 pounds.
10, 15 pounds. He's a big boy, big tall guy.
6'5"?
6'5". 6'5". So I'd have to say that that's my favorite fight. Yeah. Even though there's been so many, it's crazy, man.
And of course, you know,
congratulations, man. 16 wins.
our 16.
16 wins, man.
I always tell everybody, this is a team effort.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations.
This is a team effort. We did 16 straight victories. We even got a belt out of the 2.
Streetbeefs
Mixer
belt.
And that's the pride and joy that you guys see here. And I couldn't do it without this man right here, without my buddy Corey Willard, without everybody who helps train me here in Neutral Corner and down in Harrisonburg at Streetbeefs as well. You guys are buzzing, but this is my right-hand man. Can't do it without the original.
You're welcome, bro. You're welcome, man. We love it, man. We all support you.
Yep.
And we can't wait till you fight again.
You guys do it one time. You know his saying. Come on. It's
let's go bang time.
later.